My name is Aziz Oluwafemi. I'm the Senior Vice President for Product and Design at Flutterwave. The division I head is responsible for the products we build, how we build it, the design thinking behind how we do what we do, and the market research we do in order to release products. Personally, it felt great. It's a validation of the great work we've been doing. It's a validation that Africa has what it takes to build a global business. And so far, it's also a validation on African businesses and how we've been doing stuff consistently over the years. For the next couple of years, the plan is to expand our existing markets, to go deeper into those markets and ensure that we have more coverage of global businesses, especially within Africa, more market penetration, more expansion, and making life easy for our customers, building innovative product, more product as we do more market research and we identify more needs. We keep expanding and building more innovative products and expanding deeper into the markets across the world. So at Flutterwave, one of our core values is we are customer focused. And that is really what drives most of what we do. What we are trying to do every time is we try to build products that make the life of our customers and their customers very easy. So our main goal is to simplify payment for endless possibilities, and that's what drives everything we build. So we do market research, we engage our customers, the customers of our customers, we go deeper into the market to understand what is your current need, what are the pain points around payments and solutions, and then we try to build a solution around that. Because if you are solving a problem, if you are releasing a product that solves a particular problem that has been identified, the adoption is easier because you are basically making their lives easier. So when they adopt the product, because the product was built with the customers in mind, sometimes with collaboration with customers, there are times when we have sessions with our SMEs, we try to understand what their current challenges are and how we can meet those needs. So we go back to the drawing board, build a product, and then leave it to them to adopt. Because it's a product that they help build, adoption is easier and sustenance is easier because they are constantly giving feedback that this thing we did, yes, it's solving this point, but I've now realized another pain point. Is there anything you can do to make this one solution that I need to run my business? So it's very easy to adopt and sustain because from the ground up, we are always building with the customers in mind. Normally, at a payment infrastructure company, at a payment company, security is your number one priority because this is about people's money, people's livelihood. You can't afford to make any mistake around that. People don't really enjoy having to look for their money they've worked hard for. So we spend a lot of resources, a lot of efforts on security. And we ensure that all the certifications that we need as a global company to ensure that we are always being audited, to ensure that we are conforming to global practices. We have ISO certification, we have PCI DSS, we have PADSS, and we are also working in partnership. The key word I'll keep repeating is that what we do is about partnership. We don't like reinventing the wheel. So we have engagement with global fraud monitoring system. An example is FOTA, which we've integrated to our checkout system that allows us to check online fraudulent activities, people with fraudulent intentions based on their patterns, that allows us to block this at the source. So, and then when we launched Flutterwave Market Store, Flutterwave Store rather, we had to implement a payment protection promise that if you buy anything from this store, your money is guaranteed, irrespective of whether the guy is the store. Even though all our store merchants are properly vetted, we still went ahead to say if you buy from our store, your money is guaranteed if you don't get what you actually paid for. So that is to give people that level of confidence to keep trying. And I believe by word of mouth, when word starts spreading that, don't worry, if you do business, as long as you see Flutterwave as the payment gateway, your transaction is secured, then we start getting more people to come on board. And it's a good thing for the economy in general. I would say it's not easy, but we were able to do it because at the core of everything we do, it's partnership. Now, if we are going to a country like Kenya, the first thing is we need to understand the regulatory environment there, because this is about payments, and the payment is always regulated. When we have a firm grasp of what the regulatory environment like is, so the first thing is we get local African talents that can make that happen, that can make that engagement happen, and then we look for partners in that country that we can immediately start working with. Of course, having a partner you work with in a local jurisdiction makes it easier for you to at least leverage on that partner's knowledge of that, while we gradually build up our local presence. So the first thing is we try to understand the local environment. What are the specific needs of this country, of this environment that we are in? So we have local talents that we get on board to work with the customers to see, okay, now we have a product that is working in Nigeria. We have a product that we have launched in Ghana and is working. Now we want to move this to Kenya. What modifications do we need to make to this product for it to be effective? So we don't pick a product from country and just dump on country. It's always customized, and we do a lot of market research and analysis to make sure that that product becomes successful in that country, which is why it's not necessary that all our products are immediately available across the board, because they need to be customized to be effective in the local market. Okay, I will say every bad thing has a good side to it. COVID actually pushed a lot of businesses that are not originally comfortable doing business online. They had to survive, and online was the only way to go, because there was no physical interaction, and when people can't see you, they can't buy from you, but you need to sell. So COVID actually helped in pushing online transactions more, and then we had to go into partnership with major mobile money players across Africa, Airtel, MTN, and then we also had a partnership with PayPal. So that helped us to grow our customer base, the number of customers we can reach, both SMEs, individuals, and big corporates, and then their customers. So that is what actually helped the massive growth that we had in the last couple of years. So the core reason, I would say one of the major reasons why we had Flutterwave is to make sure that Africa is represented in the global economy. That immediately extends to our talent. There are a lot of great talents in Africa that we've had on board that have been working with us from day one up to this day. And one thing I know that the management is very particular about ensuring that staff get the support they need to succeed. So nobody is micromanaged. We have a lot of talents in Africa, and it's obvious from what we've done so far in the last 5 years, mostly by Africans. So everywhere we go, we get local talents on board, and we give them what they need to survive, to succeed in whatever role they are given. And then the sky is the limit. So they are allowed to innovate, to think about the area they are managing, and to keep building and bringing up new stuff. So there are a lot of talents in Africa. The reason why there appears to be brain drain is maybe people are looking for greener pasture, or they are looking for more pay. That's not an issue because you have an ownership of what you are building in Flutterwave. So you get to stay, you get to decide how these things work because you have a clear understanding of what our core values are, and you are building product that aligns with that, and you can see instant results that yes, what I'm building is having impact on the economy and on the global economy at scale. So that's how we've been able to track and keep global African talents in Flutterwave. African talent first, because yes, we started from here. We wanted to connect Africa to the global economy. It will be very difficult for a non-African to tell an African story. Now, when I was talking about remittance, I mentioned that remittance is cultural to us. We know that people want to send money home. It might be a strange idea to someone from United States, for instance, to build a product that is about remittance. Why am I sending money to anyone? That's why you need a local talent, a local talent that has global reach to help you build this product to align with our culture. Of course, there's preference for African talents, but as we expand globally, I would say we'll have to keep up with talents that are local to that jurisdiction, because you want to build a product that will scale. And you cannot really bring someone that doesn't understand the culture to build a product for that culture. More about right now, what usually happens is, if I want to transact, or a lot of people are skeptical about using online transactions or doing anything online. Now, payments are so far in the last few years started changing that perception. So what I see is a more global and welcoming approach to payment infrastructures generally in Africa. And in the next 5 years, I see people move more and get more comfortable with transacting online, and cash become less important. Right now, cash is still king globally. But in the next 5 years, with the advancements we have with fintechs, we have a lot of fintechs right now. It's not mostly really just more about money right now. It's about those things that we do that makes our life easier, that are now happening online real time. I expect more adoption, more fintechs to come up to fit into all those opportunities that will start coming up when people become more comfortable transacting online. Yeah, well, fintech is an interesting space. For Flutterwave, we've always had the support of regulators, because we chose from day one to work within the bounds of regulation. Now, it's easy to say or to have some complaint, but it's easier from our point of view to work with regulators to shape the regulations that will allow for innovations. So far, we've seen a lot of regulations that allows us to work freely, to innovate around our products, and to be successful in what we do. And recently, CRO, our Chief Regulatory Officer, which is Bankole Falade, has been helping us to achieve that. So I believe fintech also has a major role to play in working more closely with regulators. You can have a sit down. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what is likely how it's likely to affect the economy. This is the value this product will bring in. The regulators want the economy to grow. No, I don't think there will be any shutdown if there is a clear understanding of what we are trying to do and how we are trying to help the economy grow. So it has to be about partnership and collaboration, not about confrontation. So, and I know we have a very robust regulations around innovation so far, and we've been able to leverage on that. So it's about partnership. Fintechs need to do more, get people that are more experienced around regulations to help you shape how you interact with regulators and how you build product without necessarily exposing the organization and the economy to issues later on. Now, the Whiskey story is an interesting story. It's a story of perseverance, of greatness that we can relate to. Now, we started Flutterwave to connect Africa to the global economy, a company that will represent Africa, and that's exactly what we see Whiskey doing. Now, there is a lot of goodwill that Whiskey has brought to Africa, and that's exactly the kind of brand that we have. So it's like a match made in heaven, and it all makes sense to partner with Whiskey too. Now, we are now discussing a product that allows Africa in diaspora to send money home. So it just makes sense that yes, this is the right ambassador for this product, to let everyone know that we are here for greatness and we're here to stay. Still sticking to that, our core value, connecting Africa to the global economy. There are a lot of creators on Disha today, and we want to have that platform that will have the ability to create and then be able to showcase their creation to the world, and then be able to get paid or pay on that same platform without having to leave or having to integrate any other thing. So it's an opportunity for creators in Africa to keep creating and keep showcasing that their talent to the global economy, to the world, and then get appreciated for it by collecting payment on. So we are creating a platform for creators to keep creating and at the same time get value for their creation. My name is Aziz Oluwafemi, Senior Vice President of Product and Design at Flutterwave. You are watching Tech Talks on Guardian TV.